Yo, what's going on my people? For those that know me, hello. For those that don't know me, my name is Philip. I'm part of Fit Living, which is a plant-based way of life for those that want to thrive in the healthiest and most enjoyable way possible. A little bit about myself, taking things back a couple of years. I had it all, but I didn't have one thing, and the one thing that would allow me to enjoy this the most, and that was health. Honestly, I was so unhappy with the way I felt, the way my body looked. I really didn't feel comfortable in my own self. As a kid, I had moobies, I had rolls of fat, my skin was bad, I suffered from eczema, I had many diet-related issues. My posture was terrible, which led to so many imbalances and dysfunctions in my body. And to put it in simpler terms, I was far from this healthy, vibrant, informative individual that you see now. And I remember looking down at myself and just seeing movies, seeing rolls of fat. I don't know what clicked in my head. I thought to myself, screw all of this. I want more out of life. I don't want to feel like this ever again. I seriously didn't want to feel hopeless anymore. I just felt like I couldn't offer my own body anything in terms of how it could better itself, how it could feel better and look better and function better. I felt completely hopeless. I didn't know anything. And the main issue was the fact that I had to rely on all of these external sources, like my parents, the media, these shitty articles that you'd read online, the news, teachers, all of these external sources telling me how to better myself and how to live my life, when half of them don't even know what they're talking about. Half of them don't even know how to better their own life. And then I thought, if you can't swim, how the hell are you ever gonna teach me how to swim? And then it clicked, and then I was like, how could I ever better someone else or improve their life if I don't even know how to do that for myself? I soon began to learn everything I could on health, nutrition, fitness, wellness, lifestyle, mindset, everything I could that would enable me to get to where I want to be and progress. And before I knew it, I was on a path of self-development or self-awareness. However, to dive into such a vast world full of information, confusion, without any kind of background or safety net was a difficult experience, I must say. You genuinely feel lost. I felt hopeless as it was before, relying on these external sources, but then tackling it myself, I felt even more hopeless and lost. I literally didn't know where to start. There's so much to work on, there's so much to do. Where do I even begin? Let me put it this way, it's literally like throwing a goldfish who has lived at home in a glass bowl for all its life straight into the deep blue sea and expecting it to know how to swim and survive and fend for itself. And then that feeling of hopelessness and feeling lost started to creep up on me again. It started to dig deeper and it started causing a lot more strain on myself, and I just became more and more frustrated with my results. And I would kind of make a little bit of progress in one area and then fall back, make a little bit of progress in another area and then fall back, and it just wasn't working. So I constantly searched for more strategies and new ways that I could do things, and this just caused even more confusion. After learning some valuable fundamentals and lessons, I knew I couldn't tackle everything at once. I had to go back to the basics and start from what I discovered to be the greatest starting point of them all: your plate. The food that was on my plate was at the heart of it all. It was the foundation. It was what started this entire vicious cycle. And you know what's funny? And it actually blows my mind to think that what was on my plate was the one thing that no matter where I was, I could control. And to think that this was literally the only thing that I had the most control over, no matter where I was, it was the only thing that I could genuinely control, just blows my mind. So I knew instantly that food and changing my plate was where I had to start. This was exactly where my journey of bettering myself had to begin. And I wasn't ready to become the best physical version of myself and better myself emotionally and mentally until I started to change my relationship with food. And no hippiness until you change the vibration and frequency of what you are directly putting inside your body, you'll find it hard to thrive. So then I realized that the body doesn't know what to do with fast and junk food any better than a car knows what to do with soda or Coca-Cola in the gas tank. Food is fuel. That's our fuel. Our source of fuel is energy, it's calories, it's food. How on earth can a car move properly or progress forward if it isn't fueled properly? I then set out on a mission to find out what foods would impact me the most on a deep cellular level and provide me with the most effective fuel for transporting this vehicle of mine. And here is where I discovered the world of plant-based living and plant-based nutrition, and thank God for that. And before I knew it, I learned that over half of the foods that I was consuming and living off before were doing me more harm than good, and they were actually the root problem of a lot of those struggles that I was dealing with. I came to a realization that this was only the start of it. The food and what I was eating was a catalyst for progressive growth in all areas of my life. Like I said before, I wasn't ready to better myself emotionally, physically, spiritually, until I could better my relationship with food. So the more you kind of refine that, the more you start to get interested in all these other areas of life relating to health, as you suddenly have a lot more vitality from eating all this colourful, vibrant and alive food. You have a lot more energy, so then you start to think, oh, what can I do with all this energy? I feel so alive, I want to move. So then naturally the fitness side of things will follow. And then you start wondering, wow, I feel so good inside and out. How can I tend to my emotions and my thoughts? Which then leads you to openly discovering the world of self-care and maybe meditation, maybe finding out what meditation means to you. And little by little, before you know it, you are on a path to success. And that's kind of it. That's my story and where I'm at now. I was this little fat kid with loads of struggles and issues, and now I'm out here thriving, here with some gains. Not really, we'll get there. That was what sparked my path and my journey, and since then I've just been bettering myself, I've been bettering others, and it is the main reason why I do what I do now. I wanted to change a lot in my life. I wanted to change the way I look, the way I felt, the way my body behaved, my outlook on life, my mindset, and so much more. But I just had all this malarkey and in front of me that just caused so much confusion, and it just put me in a place where I really didn't know where to start. From doing what I do now, I've learned that so many other individuals feel the same way when they want to embark on such a journey or start achieving their physical wellness goals or whatever it may be. It's that feeling of feeling hopeless and lost and just not knowing what to do. That's what it was for me. And I knew I had to go back to basics. I had to strip it all back and start from my plate. So I hope that's kind of giving you a little insight into what I do, what I'm about, and how I've got to here. And I hope that you can do the same too. Honestly, my biggest aim from all of this would be that you understand and know and feel comfortable with fending for yourself and knowing how to improve your own body. Thank you for watching, guys. I truly appreciate it. I truly appreciate your support. I would love to hear if any of you can relate to this or have any similar issues in the past. Let me know in the comments down below. Thumbs up, subscribe, peace and love.